You just said you don't try and judge people, and yet here you are.
I'm shaming those shit smellers.
Wow. There are villages where there's like community like Jenkem pits. Where like everybody shits in like these 55-gallon drums and shit, so the whole community like
So gross.
imagine a community of shit
I have to take
in a 55-gallon drum.
I can't have
And
it
that's
in my ear.
that's the highlight of your weekend.
I might throw up.
It's a public.
That's what you're binging on this week.
It's a public septic tank.
I think it's a example of communities getting together.
Shut up, Chad.
Wow. You're all gonna be mad at me.
God damn it, Chad.
I laced everything.
Chad,
with
what'd you do?
anthrax. I laced your headset with anthrax.
Nice,
Baby. That's the tingle of poison you're feeling.
God, I'm so happy. Are we playing? Because it doesn't look like.
Yeah, we're good now.
Okay.
That's the red bar going,
Yeah.
so we're good.
You see
But
the
I
little
don't see
circle?
the-
If the
the
little
red bar-
circle has a white in it, that means
That's
recording.
different.
Yeah,
No,
this
it
is different. This is different.
But the
whole
red
new
bar's
UI.
not moving.
It is.
Am I not? Oh,
It's just very slow. Very
it's-
slow.
Yeah.
With the new setup, the monitor part of the monitor is
I do
hidden.
like the new desk.
Like 90% of this, the new chair, the new fucking desk.
Oh, is
the
that a
new
full
everything.
like L desk?
Yeah.
Nice.
A new chair. All of this is, and that new laptop and 2 monitors and all that stuff is all courtesy of my new company. The new job I worked for.
New
They
company.
paid for fucking almost everything except for like a chunk of the desk. It's been fucking cool, dude. They're paying my internet bill like every
They're
month.
also paying your. See, that's.
$100 stipend for internet.
But that's
every
because
month.
you use so much like.
Just because
data.
I'm working. Well, I'm working remotely, so they want to make sure that I have a good connection. So they're going to make sure that
you
I
want
do
to talk about internet bills? Guess how much my chunk, my third was. You'll get it back in a second. I see you. I see you reaching.
Yeah, I'm not high either.
Well, $50
More
for a third.
for a third.
70.
Yeah,
You had paid $210 for internet.
I'm furious about it because
Why?
it's been going up because they're like promo. Their 2-year promo is done,
Yeah.
and it's just it hasn't been switched.
How much speed are you getting?
We have like a full gig, but it's not capped. I mean, it is capped, so we pay for overages.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous,
Dude, we could switch to WoW, which is
should.
$50 a month for what like me and Evan had, which I think was like 200 meg.
Yeah, that's all I use.
And you don't need more than
What
that.
the fuck are you
need
doing?
gig.
You can't, like, having a gig internet doesn't mean you're going to get a
Right,
gig speed
exactly.
because all of these servers you're connecting to isn't going to give that to you.
Do you have like 10 devices running simsimultaneously?
Yeah, the
doing
only
everything?
time-
That's the only time you need gig.
Yeah, the only time you need a gig is if you're running fucking a dozen servers.
Yeah, that's about it.
Like, literally, there is no, I play video games, so I need a gig internet. It's not a
Yeah,
thing.
that is.
So I'm
crazy.
just annoyed that we just paid 4 months of internet for 1 month.
That is ridiculous. But like I said, it's been crazy. Like my schedule has
So
been
this motherfucker gets it for free.
Yeah. So my schedule has been crazy because like it used to be, I start at like 4 or 6.
Good
but now
week, Chad.
Now I'm starting at like 10:30. But in 2 weeks, my shift is going to be Monday through Friday, 3:30 to midnight, which is pretty chill because I'm working from home now, which is amazing.
Isn't it
been
amazing?
It's been the coolest experience ever. Like if anyone ever has the opportunity to work remotely, and you think you know that you can be productive and you set aside like your home life from your work life, then you can actually get shit done. It's really cool.
Nah, they merge. No matter what, they merge.
I do get that.
Because look at you with your 4 monitors. You have 2 work monitors, a game monitor, and something to watch TV on.
Yes, I am.
Now
I was
you
playing
will,
Dark
you will
Souls in
start
training.
to do this, which is my favorite pose at work.
Leg up, yeah,
Right.
TV,
yeah.
work.
You've got a good setup too, because you have
Oh.
a big mounted TV in your
Oh,
room
it's
too.
so nice.
It's pretty cool. Like I've got a nice footrest at the bottom too that they gave me, which is nice. The gel wrist rest as well for the
Yeah, but
keyboard.
no one's tan like Chad. Like Tan's the Chad one.
I got
Chad's the
tan
tan
this
one.
year.
Yeah,
Tan's the Chad one.
I
Which
have been
is
working
great.
outside.
I know you've been pressure washing, which is pretty nice.
I've never been this tan before in my life.
I
It
believe
looks
it.
good on you though.
Absolutely
it does.
never.
You
Well,
you look really good.
You ever
with
seen
that.
Doesn't
somebody
he?
get tan and be like, that looks bad?
Like I went to get my hair cut today, and my stylist was like doing a TikTok because she was like waxing like my face and stuff.
Your
And
unibrow?
I had my eyebrows done. And she did my wax, or she did my nose again, which is pretty cool. And like as I'm looking in her camera, I'm like, oh my god, I'm pale. I haven't gone outside in
I
weeks.
Look
I
at you.
just went outside for like 3 days. The past 3 days.
Where you been?
Otherwise,
Check
I've
this
been
out,
inside.
though.
Just went to the pool.
Check this out. Oh
Farmer.
my God.
Farmer's
Look
tan.
how white it
Oh
gets.
my god!
Look at how-
Like, go like
We're
this.
zooming in.
Look at how gross
Like,
that gets.
look at that difference.
Look at how gross it gets.
That
Yeah.
is.
I ain't going to the beach anytime soon with this body.
You need to get like. You
You need to go outside. You need to actually go outside, Chad.
The
not
worst
work
part is there's
outside.
not going to be a winter here to reset it like I'm used to.
I know. Well, you could go outside like a normal person in the winter here because it's like in the 40s.
No,
and
I know,
50s.
but I'm not going to waste my time tanning.
True.
You should just. What if Chad?
He's tanning for hurricane season.
What if Chad went to like his boss and was like, "Listen, I think I need to work with my shirt off from now on."
Yeah, at a school.
Exactly.
No, yeah,
Exactly.
He's gonna be shirtless, but he's still gonna be delivering ice cream to the kindergartners.
It's a hot one.
Oh my
I'm
god!
just icing off with a popsicle.
Yeah. Oh man.
No, he's got the ice. He's got the ice cream.
Yeah. Popsicle.
It's cherry. Oh my god!
Pretty funny.
Oh my God.
Now, because you had been out of town while we started this thing,
Yeah.
We-
Fill me up on tag.
so we
Fill me up,
we
Coach.
officially
Oh, wow.
started a tag challenge last episode. We started it, and we sort of dialed in the rules and the consequences
It's real dumb.
at the end of the time. So this thing is going all the way till the end of October,
It's really stupid.
and the winner is going to be getting a championship belt,
probably the
like
stupidest part.
like a 6 or 7 pound WWE championship belt, custom made with like the logo and cool shit on it that we get to design.
So it'll be heavy enough to beat somebody's skull in.
Exactly, and the winner of like any time that the podcast has a challenge, it'll
Prediction:
be for the
Chad
belt.
wins.
Well,
Well.
the loser at the time will have to either get a tattoo of the Mooks podcast logo, or what everyone else is deciding to do is they are going to do a 5-minute open mic with jokes that we wrote for them that they didn't get to see yet, wearing a full clown costume.
I came up with that.
Yes, he did.
The whole thing or the clown
The
costume
clown
part?
costume,
The whole thing.
the open mic with the clown costume part. It was Chad's idea.
The
and it's
tattoo
a
was
great
AJ's idea because
Yeah,
he's
but-
like, I don't want to do that. What if someone sees me and I know him?
That is true.
That's
it
what he
was
said.
it was ridiculous.
Verbatim, I quoted him.
Was he crying?
Yeah, just like that.
He was just like, I don't want to do it. My friends go there. I'm going to be embarrassed.
I know, my friends go there.
I know. And so what we did was
Oh, poor kid. We are his friends, and we don't go there. Uh oh.
it's fine.
It's broken forever. Chad, I told you not to look into it.
We're good now.
It was because of the tan when I pulled up my shirt.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
The contrast broke it.
So what happens is that you're getting tracked not by who's it last, but who's been it the most,
The longest,
the
right?
longest. And so right now, as of like Friday when we last checked it, we've got AJ's in the lead. 5 days, 17 hours, and 51 minutes. I'm in second with 8 days, 13 hours, and 53 minutes. Evan is in third with 11 days, 10 hours, and 9 minutes. And Chad is in last with 22 days, 6 hours, and 43 minutes.
So here's,
Chad, you
here's-
idiot. Who's it right now?
Chad's it right now.
So let me explain something to you.
Real quick.
So a
Is
tag-
first place, you mean the person with the least amount
Yeah,
of
the
time?
least amount of time.
And now you cannot tag somebody coming to and from podcast events during a podcast event.
Which is the only time we see each other
and
physically.
no, and it's also
I don't
if
agree
you
with.
tag somebody, you can't tag them back with it unless there's been an 8-hour time span. So if Chad sees me on the street, tags me, I can't just turn around and tag him back. I have to
Right,
wait
I agree
8
with
hours
that.
to tag him back, but I can run down the street and tag.
Now, I
Evan.
hear there was some controversy a few weeks ago.
There was one when Evan was under the pretense that I wasn't going to tag him because he needed a favor, and I did tag him. He put it under protest. We talked about it, and what originally was going to be like financial
I
transactions.
think everything
not
is
paid.
fair. I think everything is fair game
Yeah.
unless you're in the room here. or the rule with having to wait 8 hours. I think there
Right.
should be no rules.
I think
you know
also-
what I mean.
well,
no exceptions.
right.
Everything's fair. If you need someone's help and they're it, well, that's just a risk that you're going to have to take.
That eventually came down
That's
to
what
it.
I would have liked.
That's what it eventually came down to. It became like at your own risk. That's what it came down to. I let Evan tag me back the next day, but I tagged Chad within a few days after that. So what happened was
Yeah, 'cause
is
Dave's a
now
scumbag.
it's fine, whatever. But what was I gonna say? It was the shit. What was I gonna say?
God, this
Probably
kid's an
something
idiot.
stupid.
God,
No,
this
it was-
kid's a moron.
I know. I've just lost my train of thought. What I was trying to say, but the
really
the
just
reason
lost
no, I know what it is. The reason it's to and from podcast events is if we're carpooling. Like, so if like Evan's getting a ride from AJ or you're getting a ride from Evan to the podcast, that's a pretty much like it's for
We'll
the
call it
podcast.
podcast. Anything podcast time.
It's podcast related. Like if it's
Is
for
JJ
the podcast.
in the tag game?
He's not.
No, you guys should have waited just like a fucking week.
I want him to.
I know. Well,
He's not. We can't allow him to be in the game
well, here's what we
right
could-
now.
Yeah,
Well,
it would just have to be an average then.
we would have to. We
No,
would have to
we
agree.
could just let him in.
Unless he.
And then he can agree to let me tag him right now, so he can tag AJ.
We're in the podcast room, so you can't tag me.
Well, I mean, if you allow it yourself.
Well, there's no allowing. There's no
Yeah.
tagging in the
So,
podcast room.
Now, should we give because JJ has not been a
you
part of
can't
it?
play.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that was coming.
So I would say if AJ,
Now you're not getting this.
if JJ hadn't been been a part of the game for the whole month, we would have had to give him some sort of like grievance time. So like we have to give him a certain amount of days, like 6 or 7
well,
days.
not like that.
Well,
you
I
would
think
just
we would have to call the council to vote.
no,
if anything.
it would. Well, yeah, it would just be different. Because
Everything
I was
is
like, you would have to
decided through
average
the
everyone's
democracy.
time, but then everyone's time would have been different.
Right. So we might just have to leave you out for this one challenge, but there will be other challenges because
They'll be dumb.
there's a belt involved. So every time that there's a
They'll
big
be dumb.
challenge involved, it's going to be for the belt.
Which will be dumb.
Yes. Now, there have been other challenges that we've had throughout the tag that have awarded a virtual tag. So what happened was we had a poker night
Which was dumb.
because I won. So what
Which
happened-
was dumb.
and it was pretty good because Evan got out pretty quickly, followed almost immediately by AJ, and then Chad and I had a showdown for like 45 minutes of just
Yeah, and I got
exchanging
fucking
hands.
bored.
No, you got fucking. I got lucky, and you made 2 bad calls, and so eventually I won, and I won a virtual tag. So what a virtual tag is that you can tag somebody virtually. So like any time, I could just text the group and be like, "Chad's it now. Virtual tag used."
Well, only if you're it.
right. If I'm it,
Yeah, he was it.
yeah, I was
Oh,
it. At
see,
the
that's
time.
great. I
Yeah.
do like that. It's
Yeah.
like a freebie tag.
Right, and I want to be able to include other challenges. Like I want us to go do like a mini golf challenge where we go play mini golf, and the winner of the mini golf gets a virtual tag. Yeah, and we make it fun. Like we just talk shit the entire time while we're doing it. Like we insult each other while we're trying to make putts, and just fuck with each other.
We'll have to get a drone to follow us.
I'm just gonna take your ball and throw it over the fence. And be like, all right, Dave lost.
But no, there's some really cool championship belts that I've been looking at, and I've designed
gonna
one or
do?
two, and it's pretty cool. Like it's got like a big plate with our logo on it, and like a big championship kind of tag, and then 2 side plates that we can customize ourselves.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be pretty cool. I'll have it here before the challenge is over, so that way it can be awarded.
You can like put it up there.
Oh, it will be mounted up of somewhere in here. It definitely will. And so it will technically belong to the winner of whoever wins the challenge. So if AJ wins, he wins the belt, but the belt does not leave the podcast room unless we're doing podcast events.
Well, then it's not really his, then, is it?
No, it's like the WWE. Vince McMahon gets to hold the belt.
Gets to take it home, doesn't he?
No,
Well, that's
the
dumb.
official belt stays with, but you have the title.
Dumb. I wanted to take it and
Yeah, I
go
want
blow
the
it up
belt.
with 100 M80s.
That's exactly why he wants it.
Yeah,
Why 100?
I feel like that's what it would take. M80s aren't that powerful. It is a belt.
No. But you also took this camera and the tripod and you were making some badass Gundams while you were doing it.
I did, and I brought a few with me.
You brought some Gundams with you.
Oh, yeah, I already forgot all about this.
Yes, so he brought in this bag of like goodies when he first came in here. He was super glad to be here and have like some snackage.
We're gonna have
and
some
hang out.
goodies.
But he also went out and he got some cool shit here.
So this is the next one that I want to build.
Okay.
Just put it on, the old credit card, swipe it and forget about it.
Oh yeah, so this is
Chad knows all about that.
this is cool.
No.
You remember that from like Gundam Wing?
I do. Like, I've seen it before. It's fucking cool looking, dude.
But then I got you this one, since you're our de facto leader.
I don't want to say that, but I appreciate the title.
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not going to fight it either.
Oh wow, look at that one.
So this is called entry grade.
Right.
Yeah.
This is actually something pretty cool that they made this year.
Right.
This is like strictly for beginners.
Yeah.
It's like really not that many pieces.
Right.
It's pretty easy to make. You'll probably have like all the tools around the house. Like you really just need clippers.
No paint, no stuff you need. Yeah.
No glue.
No glue.
No, it's
No
not.
glue.
No glue. But you
Nice.
don't need glue for this one either. All the pieces snap together.
I do appreciate this because that is really cool. I used to do models back in the day. I mostly
Like
did,
you could probably do that in like an hour.
Yeah. But no, I used to do models, but it was mostly like cars. So I would do like cars and I would paint it. I would like glue it. And it was a bitch. And it was
I don't
fun.
like doing the painting. I like building them. I don't like painting them.
Painting
I want to
is-
get into
painting's a
painting,
whole thing.
but it seems like it's a real pain in the ass.
It is, and you have to get good at it because if you get a shitty paint, it's just going to look like shit.
Right.
But if you get a nice paint with a gloss, because there's mattes and there's glosses.
You have to matte it first. It's like you want to like matte it gray real quick because gray like absorbs a lot of color and it's easy to paint over.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then you want to paint that color on top of it, but then you need to put like a gloss on it if you want it to shine.
Well, there can be matte paints and gloss paints. So you can just have the dull version of it, or you can just get the gloss color of it and it'd be really good. There's a ton of different types and I love that.
I'm more of a
So,
decal
Thank
guy.
you, dude.
yeah, these do come with decals. That one might not.
It says no stickers, so I appreciate that.
All right, and I have a few
is cool.
Pokemon packs.
So we haven't
New
opened up a
Pokemon.
Pokemon pack since the fucking Snyder Cut episode. Since
Was
we
that
recorded,
when we did that?
we did when we
I wasn't
stayed
here
up
for that.
No, it was me, Evan, and JJ when we did the
Yeah.
Snyder Cut review, and then
It was like
it went like
our
three.
review
It
was
went
as
like
long as the
Whoa.
movie.
yeah.
I didn't know that's what we were looking at.
Holy
Oh,
shit,
these are kinda
These
cool.
are big, dude.
You've never seen those before?
No, what are these?
They're just like promos.
They're jumbo.
But-
They're cool, dude.
They're just gimmicks.
Each come with
But each come with actual
it's the
cards.
Gimmick, it's the gimmick for the gimmick.
exactly.
Oh my gosh! And this has like a little.
How
This has like
meta.
a little Pikachu logo on his
Yeah,
thing.
I think it's
Yeah,
like
well,
the
card
25 year
decks.
anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
The
Speaking of, did you see the new Metroid trailer, Metroid Dread?
No, I have not. I was
Or-
never a huge Metroid fan, but I
No.
I appreciated it. I just never really played it unless it was in Smash. That was about the only
What
time I
about
messed with
the new,
Samus.
the new Pokemon trailers?
No,
for-
I haven't seen that either.
They're all going to be good.
are they?
All right, guys. Take
Okay.
one.
So we're gonna take a.
Well, what are the other? Are they the same three?
I don't
cards?
think so.
No, there's a little bit different.
Oh, they are different.
I think
But
I
they're
think they're
fire,
from
water,
each
and
like gen.
Maybe I don't know
They're-
which gen.
you
it
got
is.
the
I think
same
this
three
is,
elements.
This is
That's
Gen
kinda
3,
weird.
right?
Okay,
You
and that's
got
Gen
you
5.
got a leaf, a fire,
I
and a
think
water.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Nice. Okay.
These are
Those
all
are
the
cool things to
starters.
have. You can have like that. You can put that like in your wall or something.
Yeah.
But now we get to do this cool thing where you actually open up cards and see what's in there.
Chad, you pick one too. Don't be scared.
There we go. Don't be scared.
Don't be shy.
Sun and moon.
Sun and moon. Moon and suns, some would say.
How they don't exist at the same time.
So do you put down the three like last
That's
time?
right, Chad. They don't.
So it was like you put down
Yeah.
3. What do you do the next step?
You can pretty much like put those on the bottom.
Yeah, those are on the bottom.
Yeah. And now start flipping.
Okay, here we go. Lucky energy.
You're ruining the pack over there, man.
Energy.
Me?
Yeah.
Like a savage.
Look at this. See this switch?
Ooh, Aggron. I've seen that before.
Okay.
Aggron. All right.
You don't hate it.
Seviper. That's a cool looking one. Farfetch'd. Wow, that's a fucking on the nose name. Weedle. That's Gen 1.
It sure is.
Sneasel.
Weedle.
Grookey. Wow, he's got some weird fucking names. Don't know what that is.
That thing.
A chest plate. Okay, I guess Pokemon wear armor now.
Well,
And a Flaffy. There you go.
Were none of them shine promo?
I didn't see any shinies.
Huh?
the
What the
the
fuck?
only Pokemon
Yeah.
card I'm interested in getting is the Chandelier card.
That is
Why?
true. Chad does love Chandelier.
That's my favorite Pokemon, Chandelier.
Dude, I do like some of those Pokemon now that are just like so ridiculous.
This is
Oh,
like
ridiculous.
the
This is so stupid.
Dude, one of them is literally a sandcastle.
Yeah, that is true. I've seen that.
Pile of
stupid-
sand.
Oh my god, pile of sand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when they used to be like clever, like Ekans? It's like, oh, that's snake backwards. And now
Right.
it's like chandelier. It's chandelier.
All right, Chad, show us what you got.
What you got, buddy?
Oh yeah. Oh, cloister.
Okay.
You are a cloister.
That's definitely that's Gen
There
1.
it is.
Okay, nice.
Not okay.
This looks like a little-
Togedemaru.
Looks like a little bear.
A fishy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carvana.
Carvana, also a good car website.
Very good.
Picky peck. I like the name of that one.
This thing looks cool.
Yeah, there's a few that look cool.
Rhyhorn.
A Rhyhorn.
And a Rhydon.
Okay,
There you go.
nice. That's a Gen 1. So, speaking of like weird, fucked up animals, where do eels come from?
What do you mean? Where do they come from?
No.
Probably other eels.
How?
What do you mean? How?
How do they
How do eels
replicate?
reproduce?
I'm assuming you looked this up already.
No. I did because it's not out there.
Oh yeah, I've heard this.
Yes.
And nobody knows what the fuck eels
Nobody
do.
knows how eels reproduce, JJ.
Really?
They have if you dissect an eel, there you will find no reproductive organs at all. And what happens, you'll see freshwater eels swim out into the ocean, which usually saltwater kills animals that are
Right.
freshwater. They'll swim out into the fucking Bermuda Triangle, and then more eels will come out.
So they don't reproduce in
We don't know
right,
how they
but
reproduce.
no one's ever seen an eel reproduce.
Never in captivity or in the wild.
captivity.
Or in the wild. This is so fucking crazy is that Aristotle used to think that these things came out of the mud because he couldn't even figure it out. He was just like, these things could just come out of fucking nowhere. But they just come out, we have no clue. Like, scientists today are perplexed on how the fuck eels reproduce and make more.
Yeah.
I always
do
think it's cool when there's something like we don't know and it seems like it's so simple, but really it's so complex.
Because we're looking at it right in an aquarium. There's eels right there, and you can see them. Like, they have no idea how
Yeah.
these things are made.
Well, what eel? Like a
Ew.
Just eels.
Just eels.
just eels.
Just eels.
That's
I feel like
what
I'm
it is.
gonna Google this and there'll be like videos of it. Eel laying egg.
Yeah, I'll let you in this
Maybe-
time. I don't need to fact check you this time.
Maybe they cut. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Maybe they don't reproduce. Maybe they just already exist, and they just go out
Forever.
and find more of them, and they just bring them back.
Oh,
Well,
well,
they
that's
think
because
that-
this was the shiny. I knew there was one in there.
There
okay.
it is.
But no, apparently eels will live up to from 17 to 25 years on average. That's
I have no
about their
idea.
yeah. Oh. So JJ, how happy are you that OnlyFans has been saved?
I can't talk about that publicly.
So much money would have been wasted.
Well, that's the thing. They were going to ban all like illicit sex stuff on OnlyFans.
I know, it's so funny.
Well, do you know what the reason was?
Because banks didn't want to fund them.
Well, there was two reasons. It was banks didn't want to fund them, and also their content is incredibly hard to monitor. They didn't have like a lot of like overseers and seeing like what kind
Yeah.
of content's out there. So you would have like really fucked up illegal shit, or like even like kiddie porn and shit that would be up for like weeks before it came down.
That's fucked up.
No, it was bad. They had no way to monitor it, and so like banks wouldn't do any business with them. They wouldn't be able to generate any outside revenue to expand. And I also kind of feel bad for the guys who made the site because that clearly was not what they thought was going to happen to it. Like originally when they were advertising it, it was about like people sharing crafts that they like. Like here's
Yeah,
you can
it
have me.
definitely wasn't supposed to be a porn site.
No, it was for like baking people who like baking bread or like do fitness stuff and like gardening or like all kinds of like weird cool stuff that like, hey, I'm a fan of the way that this person does this. I'm going to support them and they're going to have like a really cool means of communication with me to like let me enjoy that as well. But sex is so fucking easy to sell that it took over that way. Patreon, I think, has a lot more like restrictive stuff on what you can do on there.
Yeah.
So they haven't really had an issue with that. And I think
These
that's
are
why
pretty cool.
OnlyFans took off so crazy. But then they
Even like feel really cool.
they got attacked like so badly by the community
Yeah.
that the fucking they reversed their decisions. Like,
God,
we'll
I
just be
mean-
smut.
Like, I try not to shame anyone, and so I'm not going to shame Actually, let's just rewind this. Let's take.
Well,
that
no,
back.
like I get like what you're
I
saying.
shame
is,
so
like-
many people all the time.
Yeah, actually, what I meant is I shame so
Feel
many
those.
people.
Right. I mean, if you want to do
but-
what you want to do, that's fine. But understand that there's a limit to what it is, and you're going to be in a community of people who may also just be trash. Not you being trash, but just the people
Right.
who feed you are just probably trash.
Well, there's just this one girl that I know that posts that she has an OnlyFans account, and then will take screenshots of when like people she knows ask her
yeah.
for it, and then like post that. And she's like, and
be
she's
shit.
right, and she's like, it's like not for my friends, it's like for me, and it's like.
You're on
So-
the internet, bitch.
Right, you're on the internet doing porn, but you're too ashamed to like actually show people it.
I don't know. It's a weird mentality. Like it's such a weird thing. That's why
I don't know.
avoid
I
it.
also think I should just start taking pictures of Chad's penis and put them on OnlyFans.
No.
That's true. We haven't.
What do you mean no? What do you mean no?
Chat.
I just said it in several languages.
Let me be your negotiator. Let me be your negotiator here. He gets 30%.
Okay.
What?
I get 10% of that 30% for negotiating. You're welcome. And that is the music industry, ladies and gentlemen. That's also the porn industry too. That's actually probably what's more accurate too.
Dude, I went to GameStop to try to find Pokemon cards, and all they like didn't have any.
Yeah.
Or they had like those little 2-pack things.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole time they're just like trying to hustle me into getting a pro membership.
Oh, I know,
yeah.
And
right?
I'm just like, I was like, this
To
is
buy
why I
Pokemon
hate coming
cards?
here.
Yeah.
It's like, and even just when they were like, what's your phone number? I just wanted to be like, just ring me up.
Yeah.
I
like
do that.
just
I do
ring-
that all the time.
like
If they
just-
ask for my number, I tell them no. There's nothing they can do about it. They just ring you up after.
It's
Yeah.
like I bought stock from you fuckers. Like the least you could do is not ask me for my phone number.
Right. Yeah. Is it going to say how much stock I have?
Right.
Like, is that
Exactly.
what you're looking up? She's like, oh, I see you used to have a Prime membership. And I was like, yeah, probably like 10 fucking years ago.
Yeah, I was 12 and my parents paid for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I
I
had
used
the
to buy
same phone
physical
number.
copies of games.
Yeah.
Right. There's no need for it now. There really isn't. Like
Unless I'm buying like a special edition of something, there's no need for like GameStop.
the last time I went into a GameStop was to buy the NES Classic. I bought 2 NES Classics, one for myself, one for the lounge, to like do events with, and that was it. And that's the last time I've been in there. And
Well, I bought an Xbox One there.
Well,
I do remember that you bought like an
I
Xbox One
remember
as well.
that they were changing their business model from like game store to game lounge.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit, and then they were just so fucked. And then people inflated their stock to
Yeah.
like, keep them afloat.
They've got plenty of time. They've got plenty of like space to do it.
I think like the CEO left, the one that was pushing for that.
I don't know, dude.
have no
I
idea.
really, if GameStop disappeared tomorrow, I wouldn't give a shit, honestly.
No,
like,
they're not going to last that much longer anyways.
no, I mean,
Best
they're,
Buy's
they're,
gone. I mean, like it's
they're
like
going the way of
everything.
Blockbuster. They're going the way of the Blockbuster. It really doesn't mean anything. Like when Blockbuster closed, were people upset? No.
People didn't use the
They were-
service anymore
Because
anyway.
there was Redbox at the fucking Walmart if you used a DVD.
Yeah.
And that was about it. And the only people who have DVDs are going to Walmart. You know? And that's about it.
it's a self-fueling circle.
Exactly. And then everyone else just uses Netflix like, you know, a person.
God, you know what pisses me off with Charlotte sometimes?
What?
She's like, oh man, like I can't watch this episode. And I was like, you know, we can just like find it online for free.
Right.
And she's like, I don't like to do that. And she's like, it's my laptop, so I don't want to do that. And I'm just like,
You have the power.
we could be watching the episode before you finish your fucking sentence.
It's like, just like, let me have control. Give me the power that I so desperately deserve.
That's why I love just like when we're at my house sometimes. It's like, oh, we don't have that. It's like, okay, well, we do now. Let's give it 10 minutes to let the video load.
Yeah.
JJ, that is stealing, by the way.
He's not stealing. He's finding
What
a
am I
reputable
stealing?
website. He's finding a reputable
Content.
From what content?
You just said you were watching.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I'm talking about nothing. We look up, we find nothing, we stare at it for an hour.
Oh, Christ.
It's the best. All right. Well, that's it. We're out of things to talk about.
No, we're not.
Oh, I
It
didn't
just
even,
got quiet for longer
I
than
didn't
5 seconds. We're out of
actually
things to talk
know
about.
that it said where the eels come from on the board.
Yeah, that's the
No,
thing.
I didn't read
we were
that
just
either.
talking about it. I was randomly thinking about it. Because it fucked with me for like 10 minutes like the other day. I was like desperately trying to find it. And the more I dug, the more it was like scientists just don't know where the fuck they come from. It's so weird.
Is it
freaks me
science?
the fuck out.
There were all these articles on like The Onion.
No, they were in like science
Eels.
magazines.
Where do they come from?
I don't want to get to the other things on this board.
Don't flash your drugs, eh? That one was actually kind of funny.
I want to hear about it. Sounds like something about Canada.
Yeah.
It is. So the Ontario police busted a apartment complex and took a bunch of shit from these guys. They had where was it? There's some of the stuff is actually kind of funny what they had. They yielded 5 firearms, replica guns, which I didn't even know. There's like, do they just sell toy guns as like shit in Canada? Because you just can't get a gun anywhere in Canada.
Replica guns. Well, they were probably like
Airsoft.
They could have been blank shooters that were retrofitted to shoot real bullets,
Okay, that's possible.
and that would be considered a replica gun still.
Right. Tasers and knives they got from these guys also. They didn't even
Just
give,
holding someone up with a fake gun. Don't make me do it.
Probably happens
It would
every day.
probably works too.
Of course.
and
I ain't fighting you. I don't care.
they didn't even have an exact amount. They
Don't
just
shoot
said
me.
a hefty amount of crystal meth.
Nice. The
Nice.
amount.
Heroin, fentanyl, magic mushrooms. This was the articles like magic mushrooms, opioid pills, and cocaine. Now the funny thing about the cocaine is that it was on those little packets, those little like tight packets,
Those
and it
wax
was
packs.
hundreds of them, and they tried to flush them all down the toilet.
That's dumb.
Oh yeah, it was fucking dumb. It looked like this. It was from the Ontario police. Took a picture of it and put it out on Twitter, which is even funnier.
I don't understand. If you've already got all of those other things, like why would you even bother?
Like that's them trying to flush all that cocaine down the fucking toilet.
It'll go. Just keep flushing.
Just keep flushing.
Keep going. Keep going.
They almost look like Tide
Try
Pods.
taking a shit on top of it. That'll help.
Exactly. That's where you start.
Covered in shit. So
Yeah,
they're just like,
covered in shit.
they don't know what's under there.
It's like, what's in that toilet? Shit.
Somebody clogged it real bad.
Yeah, and there's the rest of it actually. There's
All right, Donnie, the cops are coming. Take your shit.
that's it right there.
Take a shit all over the guns and the drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, it seems like you're hoarding Jenkem in your toilet.
No, that's just my poop.
That's
That's
what-
just lunch.
That's what
That's what Jenkem is. You ever heard of Jenkem?
Oh no.
It's
Okay,
when you-
so
it's
this
when you
is,
let your
no, no,
shit-
no, no, no. This is what AJ's gonna be doing in about a year. Okay,
Oh, God.
so what you do is, and it mostly came from people in Africa, trying to get high when they didn't have drugs. What they'll do is they'll take shit and they'll put it into a plastic jug. They'll set it out in the sun for about 3 days, and then they'll go over back to it, take the lid off, put their face up to it, and huff the fumes of the fermented shit and get high off of it. Yeah.
Dude, you don't understand how baked it gets. You just said you don't try and judge people, and yet here you are.
I'm shaming those shit smellers.
Wow.
And apparently, like, everyone knows. Of course, like, as soon as you go back to your village, everyone knows what the fuck you just did. Because you smell like shit and your teeth are all yellow.
There are villages where there's like community like Jenkem pits, where like everybody shits in like these 55-gallon drums and shit. So the whole community like
So gross.
imagine a community of shit
I have to take
in a 55-gallon drum,
I can't have
and
it
that's
in my ear.
that's the highlight of your weekend.
I might throw up.
It's a public.
That's what you're binging on this week.
It's a public septic tank.
I think it's a example of communities getting together.
Up, Chad.
Wow.
Oh my god, my stomach is actually like churning. Oh, it's just so disgusting.
Yeah, it is. It's people.
That's what I'm gonna give you for tag. Some jar of shit. And when you bend
Jar
down
of
to
shit.
smell that.
Just
When you
imagine.
go down to smell it, I'm gonna tag you.
Just imagine.
Why would I go down to smell it?
Trust me, I have a feeling you would go to smell it.
No, like what's gonna happen in 6 months? AJ's gonna knock on your door. You're gonna open it, and he's just gonna have this fucking yellow shit coming around his fucking mouth, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, you gotta try this out. It's free."
He's gonna have a brown paper bag. It's gonna be soggy on the bottom.
I hate you guys. I'm nauseous.
You see him huffing it in the corner. He's like, "What's happening?" It's like, "Oh, asthma attack."
Oh my god. Oh my god. Make this shut the fuck up.
can't believe that. Oh.
My buddy said we got some nice pulls.
Oh, so
In
pulls?
there is
Oh, okay.
definitely a fucking Charizard.
You think the holographic Charizard's in there?
The one I want so bad.
All right, let's
the
open it up.
The one who said you can't know that you absolutely
It's Evans.
not.
I'm
You
not
can tell
fucking-
Evan it was
You're
me.
not destroying the property of another person on my fucking
The property of another person.
I have to worry about him coming back.
No, you don't.
I do. I want him to open that one day.
What is he gonna do? Get physical? he's gonna fight a guy because someone else opened him up. I'm not gonna steal him. He can have them. I don't care about that.
Yeah, but it is nice to see on the podcast. It is
No,
nice
it'll
to
be
have
on the
that.
podcast.
It's nice
And
to
then
have
his
the box.
reaction will be on the podcast. We won't tell him till he shows up and just sees
We
the
can't-
pile.
we
There'll be a
can't
pile
air
of
the-
Pokemon cards here instead of his box.
No, that would be horrible.
We can't air
be
the episode
hilarious.
till he watches it.
He's not gonna watch it.
That might be true, but
That's definitely true.
no. I mean, I definitely don't want to do that.
We can do whatever the fuck we want. He's not gonna see it.
I like having it here. It's actually pretty cool.
Same.
Having some
I
Pokemon
do like
cards
it.
next to the chicken cock.
Especially that set. Dude, I'm telling you, in like 5 years, I think that'll be worth money.
You could sell that for 102 years.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably more.
How much did he pay for it? I have no idea.
40.
what it
40?
cost.
Yeah,
40.
$40. That's simple enough. It's easy.
The Charizard is still worth like $500.
Oh my god, that is crazy.
Well, maybe it's in there. See,
Well, I opened up 4 and it wasn't in those.
True. That is true. Did you end up like eBaying any of those or just keeping them?
I did put one on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if I put one on eBay.
Okay.
And it never sold. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to open it. And if anyone ever inquires about it, it's not for sale anymore.
Yeah. Now, did you know that there's another way that people get high? That's really fucked
Sure,
up.
of
I
course.
hate you.
No,
There's thousands.
This one's not that bad. It's definitely not as bad as Jenkem. In India, it's popular to huff adhesive and get high off of that.
Oh, yeah. People do that all the time.
Yeah,
We'll do that here.
Huff and glue.
Yeah. So that's exactly what happened with that guy right
Smelling markers.
there. Yeah.
The killer condoms.
You
Yes.
never huffed adhesive?
So there's an area of India called Gujarat.
Oh, man, not this guy.
Yeah. And
How do you know about this already?
Because it's in the news.
What
He's reading news sources.
What news are you guys looking at every day?
It's probably in 100 newspapers.
Of course
So-
it is, but I didn't see it.
So this guy and his
you don't look at the
fiance
news.
were getting high
You
as
don't look
shit
at the
in a
news.
cheap motel, right? Just think, candles are lit, you know, cheap curry is flowing
There was no
through the
candles.
air. Well, the candles are how the motel
probably
is lit.
smelled like
Incense.
curry.
It was incense, cheap curry flowing through the air. They're high as shit. They're drug addicts like crazy, and they're huffing adhesive. And they decide that they're going to have sex. But he doesn't want to get his fiance pregnant before they're married. So what he did was he took the adhesive and he put it at the tip of his pecker so that he wouldn't ejaculate into his fiance.
Oh my
And
god.
the adhesive fucking stiffened up in his stiffy and he couldn't get it out. And about a few days later, he died of organ failure.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up.
Well,
People are dumb.
pretty bad if you can't pee.
Yeah, you can't get rid of
Ugh.
anything, like
All right.
everything.
See,
rough.
I knew, but I read this article and I didn't even know that was what killer condoms meant.
Yeah, that's what it was. He tried to fucking
You
just
got
seal
me.
it up, and he was just
Seal
like,
it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Seal it up. It's just a leaky hole.
Jesus Christ. It's like,
Oh, it needs a patch.
"Oh, it's a patch."
should have
What
put it
the
in a
fuck?
fucking garbage bag or something.
Oh man, a garbage bag.
Would've
Can you
been-
imagine cutting the corner of a garbage bag off?
Better than fucking trying to glue it shut.
I got some surgical gloves. I can cut the fingers off.
Oh man.
So bad.
I think Larry the Cable Guy had a bit about that.
All right, now I have to look up this eel shit.
You do? Okay.
Wait, the eels were circling back to that?
I need to know.
We need to know, Chad. What would
Because
do
if it's
that?
a simple Google, I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah.
You'll never know. You're gonna one
Dave's like just typing it in real quick just to make sure.
No, I'm pulling up the belt.
you're gonna be an old man dying on your deathbed, and your grandchildren will be like, "Any regrets?" I don't know where eels come from. Is that why you lived on a boat the last 10 years?
Oh, that's hilarious. Let me pull up our Google Drive so I can get this logo downloaded and we can fuck around with the this thing.
You know, I think I have some of these big cards at my house too because I got them from McDonald's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Let's see here.
25.
All right, here we go.
Oh, Mudkip.
Let's make this
Get
championship.
the fuck out of here. It's my favorite Pokemon right behind fucking Chandelier.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, they think they lay eggs.
They think they lay eggs, but they have absolutely zero proof.
The only thing that says they lay eggs is National Geographic.
Well, they have to have an answer. They're obligated to have an answer about nature. So they just have to like, sir, what about eels? I don't know, just fucking eggs.
Eggs?
Eggs?
Something. They're mammals. Say they're mammals.
People will know that.
Okay, so let's see how we're looking at here. How we're doing for... Okay, we're gonna.
It is pretty ridiculous, dude. They apparently
It's in scientific.
I mean, we
monthly and
only
everything.
recently found out the giant squid even exists.
That's true.
That is
Everyone
true.
thought it was a myth.
All right, so this is
And it
what.
just showed up in a fucking Japanese tanker.
So this is what the belt is starting to look like right now.
That is pretty cool.
I know, right? It's fucking cool. And what we're gonna do, we can like customize the top and the side bottoms, and then you've got two side plates that you can fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if we do like, let's see here.
How are they putting the logo on? Is it just going to be a sticker? Or is it
No,
gonna be
they
painted
they
on?
actually they 3D image everything and they attach it all. Like, all right, let's see here.
Just wondering.
Don't get so offensive, Chad.
Is this going to be like a genuine leather belt or is it pleather?
Yeah, no, it's like the. Let me put the
Important
details.
questions.
Yeah, important questions.
Important
absolutely.
questions.
You know, I
Chad,
want to
so-
make sure we're getting a good quality
These are
product
6 pound
and
plates.
Chad's skin is sensitive.
Double stitched leather. Double stitched leather, providing durability and girth. Girth always important.
Hold on. You almost said the word synthetic there for a minute. Let's go back to that.
The belt measures over 4 feet, so we'll have plenty of like.
I just skipped that word.
Main plate is 13 by 9, so that's a big fucking plate. It's like that.
13 by 9? Yeah, that's a big plate. Why
Yeah.
would
Side plates are about like 5 by 4, so like it's about that
What's
size.
going to be on those?
We can make it customized as well. You can have up to 6 engraved nameplates on each side, not included. And then free shipping. And that's pretty nice too. So good thing. Good.
Good.
Trust me, you're paying for the shipping still.
Let's see. Let me see how this looks like.
That belt cost them $20 to make. They're gonna charge you $200.
No, I mean the equipment definitely.
The equipment alone.
That looks pretty cool. So you're starting to have it develop this a little bit. Challenge champion of the podcast.
Okay, I think it should be like tag challenge.
Well, this is going to be for multiple challenges.
Yeah, so
you're not
it's
getting a belt
Okay.
just for one challenge.
Okay.
We're going to be able to reuse this belt. We're getting some lifespan.
So
Well,
is
then
that-
I think.
the holder of the belt is going to change.
Well, then the way that you can get a nameplate, you should get the first. Like you should order a nameplate
Nah, we should
and put that on.
it. That's fine. I don't like any of your guys' names.
Well, I don't like your name,
That's fine.
so I'll hate it even more when I see it up there.
Yeah. So why would you want a belt with my name on it?
Well, it'll have everyone's name if they win.
They won't.
Exactly. So there'll always be a name missing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or a few.
You can't do that these days.
No, we
Everybody's
can't.
got to get a.
That's true.
You need a participation trophy.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hug.
I'll feel bad.
So yeah, that's how like the main plate's probably going to look. And then like
I'll
we
stop
can
fondling them.
customize 2 other plates for this thing. So we can have 2 more images, one on the left, one on the right, and they come with some like standard ones, like a trophy kind of looking one.
I think we should get a Pikachu or an Eevee and like Superman.
I'm sure you do.
Nah, I think we need something that's more uniform for everybody, not just you and me.
It's not your and my podcast. I'm so confused.
You know.
Maybe Rick and Morty something.
No.
No, we need something that's
Too
more
obvious.
Yeah, we need something that's more like
Okay.
this is supposed to celebrate like achievement, being a champion. I have one that's like a trophy and it says literally better than everyone.
Yeah, maybe they should be like funny phrases.
Oh, there's definitely, we could customize it as much as we want in terms of like what it says.
I think the side plates.
Yeah, that's that. The side plates have that. Absolutely.
The side plate should be like better than you, loser. Like something mean.
Yeah.
But since it's for everyone, it's like
Like the side plate, literally, like I've got a side plate now. If you just in 2 seconds, I have it with a trophy. It says literally better than everyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, I like that,
one's-
and then I think we should have like a muscle man or something.
We could put a muscle man on the right plate easily. No, we need one with Buck Angel's face.
No. No. I don't want Buck Angel's face on it.
We could do that.
We could do anything. We could just put a penis on it.
We could.
Let's just put a dick on it. Big old cock and balls.
We could
Why
put
not?
we could put the big black dick on it. We thought for a while when we were first like
Do whatever
trying
you
video
want.
that we were gonna have to somehow like superimpose like the weed like out of the image, and we just thought like, oh, we'll put something like long and like a big black bar, and they said, or a big black dick, and they're like, yes, so you just put a big black dick.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna
you can just
think of it.
imagine
So let's
people
go
going to
pass it
hit
around like a
people
big
going to
black
hit the
dick.
bong. It's like, no, my turn. Emmett had a good one. It was like, oh, slowly you let go and you just get a whole bunch.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
Oh man, but yeah, this is. So did you see the clip of what I showed you for the guys working on our logo?
I just saw
Skull,
the still.
the still. He's working on it right now, dude. So there was this guy who did a really awesome like design for Vinny Freeman's podcast.
We'll make an NFT of it.
Yeah, I mean, he said the podcast that Vinny Freeman's got is called "It's Happening Now," and it's basically their original design had something to do with like a clock, and the letters of it were in the clock. And so he did this really cool thing where it was like smoke, and there was like it was rotating and zooming in and out, and like you could see it like slowly evolve and develop, and it came in like there was like a really cool beat behind it, and all of a sudden at the end of it, just like boom, and it's like right there in front of you. And I was like, oh, dude, we could totally do something like that. So I reached out to that guy. And he reached back. We had an hour-long conversation on the phone, and sure enough, he's working on an updated intro for the podcast, possibly helping us with the new trailer.
That'd be awesome.
So that if we have like a new trailer, we're going to be able to use that trailer for like advertising and stuff, or using it to like reach out to people for interviews and shit. So that's going to be really cool. That's what I've been really excited for, being able to like take at least the design and the aesthetics of what we can do to the next level. Because there's like in terms of audio quality, I pretty much did as best I could with this. In terms of like video and audio editing for like every podcast, I've pretty much pushed myself to what I can do, and I'm getting better like slowly but surely. But I can't do graphic design. I can't do like really cool, intricate, like crazy pictures and shit. And I'm like, okay, we've got to outsource that. And you could go to a professional service and pay thousands of dollars, or you can reach to somebody like this who's good as them, but does it for significantly less. And I'm like, oh, this is great. This is a really cool opportunity.
Right.
So that's what I've been really wanting to do. But I'm excited for that. When he finishes it, because he's been really excited about doing it. Because I sort of gave him the ideas for like, I gave him the original logo, like the skull with the headphones and the lightning stuff. He's like, oh, I definitely want to upgrade this. Like I can make it look much more realistic, much more like 3D, and really give it a cool look.
It looked great.
Yeah, that was just him fucking with the lighting of it, because we're red and yellow and black and white, and so like you can, if you went like almost neon with the red and yellow, it can almost like it can really pop in terms of like light bouncing off of a skull or headphones and shit. So he's pretty excited for it, and I'm excited to see what he's got. I was hoping that he would have some more for us by today and show it to you guys right now, but he doesn't, unfortunately.
It's okay.
So I'll just be patient about it.
What do you have so far? Anything else that I haven't seen?
No, that's just that it. There's a little quick video of it rotating and spinning.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
He's just fucking with like the aesthetics of it right now, and then he's gonna start really developing it. But we'll see what happens. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for this challenge to happen. I'm excited for this thing to wrap up. We'll see.
JJ,
Chad,
are you gonna get Diablo 2 Resurrected?
I think I'm going to get it for Switch.
It's not gonna be on the Switch.
It's going to be on the Switch.
I didn't realize that.
It is.
Yeah. I don't think I want it for computer.
Do you think it's cross-platformy?
I think it is.
It could be.
I would assume it would be.
Let's see.
You would think it would all be connected to the Battle.net servers anyways.
Exactly. And I mean, if you can cross-platform COD, But they already had that like technology built out.
Is it crossplay?
Crossplay.
Yeah.
That's like a big factor. If not, I'll probably just get it.
We sadly don't have good news for those of you looking for Diablo 2 Resurrected crossplay, as the feature will not be in at launch. Right now, you can play against people because there will be global leaderboards, but you can't play immediately with them. Huh.
Well, I mean, that's normal for it not to be on launch, but
So they're saying, I mean, so then, yeah, I'll probably just get it.
they're
for
saying
Switch.
it will eventually be.
But with something like that, not at launch is like a big make it or break it, because by the time
I would look more into it.
By the time it is available, no one's going to play the fucking game anymore.
Because Diablo 2 is a single player experience, but it was also multiplayer.
Yeah, no,
mean,
it was
yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
multiplayer. What do you mean?
The game has already been designed with online multiplayer in mind. Cooperative PvE is the heart and soul of Diablo 2. Unfortunately, despite the fact that Diablo 2 Resurrected is available on all platforms, the crossplay feature will not be available, at least not at launch. And the principal designer confirmed that there won't be any
Is there a party size?
4, I think.
I don't know. I don't think so.
He says it's
I
something
don't think
interesting and
there
it's
is
a cool
either.
idea in the future, but he's not sure.
Because you can make persistent servers in that game.
That is true.
So that's why it's
There's PvP servers and shit.
Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely not going to be cross. I would expect it to not be cross-platform at launch, but it could be a thing. It's just the thing. With cross-play, there is a lot of like things that you have to go through to make it work, and that may not be their original goal. You know, it could just be, hey, we really were wanting PC gamers to enjoy it because they're the ones who are rooting for it, and people on the Switch can play it together. People on the Xbox can play it
Yeah,
together.
I
all
mean,
that
honestly,
stuff.
I can't really see a game like Diablo 2 having a lot of console players to begin with.
Diablo's not really a console game.
That's what I mean. It's definitely like all the fans of it are definitely already on PC.
Most of them played it on PC.
Well, it was only available on PC.
Right, so it makes sense. Diablo 3's been on Switch and stuff for a while.
I would assume.
But like, I don't know how big that is in terms of console stuff. It'll be interesting. It would be cool to see it happen. You know, you can already have crossplay
I
in
would
so many
love
other
for it
games.
to be on consoles but I mean, I'd like crossplay to work.
There are 2 first-person shooters that I'm looking forward to this year, and the only ones, and those are the new Battlefield and the new Halo. Halo's got a hard release date of December 8th.
Halo.
Multiplayer is free.
Great.
Multiplayer is free. The campaign is what you pay for, which is I'm actually really excited for that.
Oh, I need the campaign.
Yeah, I'll definitely play the
course.
campaign. We can
I'm
definitely
getting
play
it
the
on
campaign.
computer.
Great, then we'll all play together. It'd be great. And then
That'll be. I don't know if I'm going to use a controller or not.
I still use a controller even when I'm playing Master Chief Collection.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I know, but I think for this new Halo, I think now that like I play COD and like can actually play COD with keyboard and mouse,
Yeah,
I think it's keyboard and mouse.
it might be. Like if when I play around with it a little bit, because there's a few more elements they're adding to it, and if it becomes more and more relevant that it's going to be a keyboard and mouse thing, I'll switch over to it. I'll literally just put my controller down and just touch the keyboard.
Yeah.
and go, and I'll pick it up almost immediately. But Battlefield, I'm super stoked for.
I don't know if my like computer is going to be good enough.
You just look at the specs. So what you do is you go and you there's a spec test that you can do for it, and there's actually recommended settings and recommended there's a recommended hardware in any Steam game. So like when you scroll down, you'll see the Halo multiplayer or the Halo campaign on Steam right now that you can pre-purchase. Scroll down and it'll show you the recommended hardware. So you want to be at least at that tier for whatever settings it's saying at. If you want to play it at 1080p, this is what they recommend it at.
Okay.
Yeah. And, you know, it's not that big of a deal if you can't run it at 4K. For fuck's sake, most people are going to run it at 1080 anyway.
Right.
So as long as you can keep up, that's the thing, is you need a processor, graphics card, and an internet connection. And since you guys are paying $400 fucking for internet, I'm sure you guys will be just fine.
Why are you guys going over your cap?
I also don't like know how that's possible.
That sounds crazy. Like,
I mean,
what
it
is
could
your-
be like me at working and like the
No.
phone calls that
No,
I have.
it's
There's
streaming.
absolutely no way.
It's streaming.
Well, we all stream.
That's it. That's your big thing. You're streaming movies and TV shows constantly.
Streaming does take up a lot.
Email
of data.
doesn't do shit. Telephone calls doesn't do shit. You're getting the kilobytes.
Well, it is streaming. because they stream all day and I stream all day.
Yeah, it's absolutely streaming.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like I'm watching TV because I sit at home. Like I work at home,
Yeah.
so I'm home all week.
Just switch to WoW, dude. I pay fucking a flat rate. I've never gone over.
Yeah.
Never come close.
Well, there's no caps.
Yeah, we don't
Exactly.
have caps. I don't have a cap. It's crazy. It's crazy. I would never agree to an internet with a cap.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe-
that's what
I don't think
is
they can
fuck-
get WoW in their building.
No, we can. I got it.
You're in a different building. Each building's different.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sucks. Like I was trying
I'm
to get
pretty certain
Comcast
they were
here,
in-
but I have a contract here with WoW with my complex.
Because the buildings were made at different times, so the internet companies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's possible they updated. I mean, they're doing fucking
possible.
construction.
You'd have to look into it.
Oh well, we'll figure it out. We'll get it going.
I'll be okay.
Oh yeah. I knew it. My cat fucking was up here the other day and she pushed all the fucking buttons. I knew she fucked up with one of those fucking volume switches.
Good.
Oh my god. JJ, it's been good to see you again, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for
Yes.
having me, man.
We're gonna definitely put all that Gundam footage that you built, all that stuff. We're gonna put it on the podcast. We're gonna put it on the fucking YouTube channel. We'll put it up there because I am excited. I love watching people do like the time lapses.
Yeah,
of building shit.
I have the footage for you.
Oh, that'd be fun. Guys, thanks again for checking out the Mooks podcast. It's been great to see you guys. We're definitely going to have more episodes cranking out now that I'm on a solid work schedule. It's been awesome. Once again, you can check us out all on Spotify, YouTube, everywhere, especially YouTube if you like the video stuff. Chad, thanks for coming out as usual. Thanks for clocking in. You know, always.
Tan Chad.
Absolute Tan Chad. There we go. We need an emoji of that, Tan Chad.
We might need to take new pictures, Tan Chad.
Oh, yeah. Well, we did take those when he was tan.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. In
Yeah,
fact,
I was
we're
tan.
still missing Evan's pictures. We didn't take them last time.
Oh, really? Oh, he wasn't here, was he?
No, but he also is like I didn't have my hair right.
Take a damn picture. You're all gonna be mad at me.
God damn it, Chad.